Well, I'm Michael-Birch Pierce. I am a fashion designer and a fiber artist. I think my business card says embroidery, embellishment, print, and fashion. So, embroider things, and I may print things and paint things and turn them into fabrics and turn them into clothes and turn them into just art to hang on the walls. So I draw people with the sewing machine, and I just look at them and move the fabric underneath the sewing machine and let the stitches kind of like create their face as I'm looking at them. And I don't sketch it out, don't like draw anything or plan anything. I just kind of draw what I see, get to talk to them and joke around with them and see how engaged with my work that they are, like right in that moment. And for 5 minutes they can experience the creative process. Whereas I think like most art, you go in the gallery and you just buy it because it looks nice and it'll match your sofa. But this is something that you actually become part of the making of it, and I like that relationship there. And the fact that it's being done with a machine is really interesting to me. That everybody talks about technology as like disconnecting us from each other, and we're in this this computer-driven society where nobody ever talks face-to-face or anything anymore. And the idea that I can use a machine to get people to sit down face-to-face to me. I guess we had this idea that I would embroider on stage while I was talking to the audience and while I was talking to a person in front of me, kind of connecting to a random stranger pulled out of the audience. And I just pre-recorded my whole talk because my talk was about connection and the way that art connects an artist to an audience or a subject, or connects two people that are looking at art and want to have a conversation about that art, even if the artist is nowhere in that conversation. I got to like whisper in everybody's ears and just like talk to them and say like really personally, like one-on-one to each person in the audience, have my talk with them while I sat on stage and just had a conversation with this random woman at the audience. And that ended up being really cool, I think.
Hi. You might be wondering why I'm giving a TED Talk, but not actually, talking to you from the stage right now. The truth is, I'm kind of intimidated by you, but really it's because I'm much more interested in the woman sitting in front of me. Is that rude? Let me explain. I believe that the act of creating is really an act of connecting. The beauty and purpose I find in my art comes from the way that it facilitates profound encounters with individuals. So I'm just going to talk to her while you listen to this. The entire interaction and relationship is over in 3 minutes. We have precious little time to connect in today's world, so we have to find ways to make these moments count, to engage in something real, memorable, honest. And what makes it even more exciting is that I'm creating all of this with a machine as a conduit. This clunky mass of metal and wires and plastic is helping me get to know this person. This machine is our connection. It doesn't diminish the authenticity of our interaction, but somehow it enhances it. This connection is important. As artists, we don't make things only for ourselves. That's selfish. Art should never be created in a vacuum. It's inspired by others, made with collaborators, consumed by audiences. It's loved and it's hated. It sparks dialogues and diatribes. Art is not about the object itself. It's about the way that object connects the artist to someone else. It's not about some grandiose idea or philosophy one artist is trying to impart to the world. It's not about an obsessive need to make the perfect artifact they've envisioned. What makes work great is its ability to reach out and touch someone, to allow a person to feel connected to an object, to an idea, to an artist.
I don't know, I want to engage people in the creative process too. I want people to kind of see art as it's being made and kind of talk to them and relate to them why I make art and why this is important to me and why I think it's important to other people.